Wallace, where does the superfoot come from?
I like to kick people in the head. What happened was I was defending my title in 1976 in Las Vegas. And I find this really tough kid named Jimmy Colas. And the first round, we nip and tuck. The second round, I get him and I catch him with a really fast right in his face. And because it's live television, you know, it's like Muhammad Ali's fans and a bunch of Sunday listening. He just went down. What happened? What happened? So they kept playing the footage back over and over and over. They saw the angles that the kick hit him. Caught him right on the button. So, you know, I won. I was very happy. And then the president of the PK at the time, a gentleman named Don Quine, lives in Los Angeles. He went to a Lakers basketball game 3 or 4 nights later. And he goes back to get a hot dog. There's a big sign that said super foot long hot dogs. I'd rather be super foot long. You better laugh at this stuff.
There we go, thank you, sir.
We have to battle each other. Ironically enough, if you never watched Joe Lewis fight, very powerful, very... You can eat fish.
We're going to have a live fight.
Joe, the exact same system in Okinawa. Not the same system, but exactly the same school. And if you've ever seen Joe Lewis spar or fight, and if you've seen me spar or fight, you can see the big difference. Joe's, in his fighting weight, was about 210, and just absolutely awesome. I weigh 165 pounds, so how am I going to match strength and speed with him? So I have to be sneaky, and I was fairly flexible, so I like to kick. And it feels good kicking people in the face. Makes me feel super.
Okay, guys, do we have any questions from the audience?
Several hundreds of times. And I've never, ever enjoyed it. I did it, but it was not enjoyable. It hurt. He'd laugh and we'd joke back and forth. And I hit him with the best shot ever. I hit him with the best shot I ever threw at anybody in my whole entire life. And he goes, ow. And I went, uh-oh.
Guys, do we have any questions? Anybody?
Was mine that hard? When you started martial arts, so it's an everyday process. In the service, in the Air Force where I was at, you got off work like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you either went out drinking or you went and worked out someplace. My goal was to work out, so I would go down to the dojo, be there from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to probably 10 o'clock at night, every day. That includes Saturdays and Sundays. But it was enjoyable. I love the training aspect of it.
Any more questions? Over here.
You know, guys, and the wrestlers would just shoot for the legs and take them to the ground, so I didn't think much of Aikido or Judo. And the karate guys, they look like a bunch of little skinny suckers. I just wasn't interested in martial arts, and then I met this real tough guy in karate. He was doing Wadaru karate, and he was kicking some behind, so I thought, well, maybe there's something to it. So I got an option to go to Okinawa and went over there and got my black belt in 1964. And then I went from one art to the other. I was taking judo lessons one day and karate lessons twice. I got a black belt 3 styles the first year I was over there. I came back and I started boxing in 1967. My first coach was Sugar Robinson, and then I met Bruce Lee a couple times. He finally taught me into taking some judo lessons. So in Okinawa, I fought southpaw, came back, hurt me on the orthodox. Bruce Lee switched back southpaw. I went to the boxing gym and switched me back this way. So I'm all messed up. I fought a little better, a lighter weight to do with karate, a little bit bigger to do kickboxing. Now, I'm 67 years old, pretty good shape, you know, still got the hair, no wrinkles. And I train, when I was younger, I trained twice or 3 times a day, 7 days a week. Now, I do about 45 minutes of cardio. I always love kicking and punching heavy back. Then I do one day up, do my upper body, my back, and my legs. Arms always been kind of fat, so I don't mess with them too much.
You guys have great chemistry on stage. There's obviously a great friendship there, and you've been training together for a long time. Do you guys have any special memories that you might like to share with our audience that you both share together?
We gotta keep that a secret.
Ah, okay.
I know what you're asking us, but it's kids and
I wasn't going with it.
We were on the same team together many times.
judgment. You learn to use this thing called consciousness. How do I deal with this type of fighter? That's called judgment. Then you start working on your speed. The last thing you work on is accuracy. Those are the 5 things that are important to a fighter. The holy grail of fighting is accuracy. To get to that accuracy, you got to go through the first 4 levels. Does that make sense? And those levels are what we're all skipping in martial arts. It's like back in the old days, and it's still doing it today. When you go in to learn a technique, first thing you learn is how to do the technique. Then you work on hitting stuff, your hitting skills. Technique skills first, hitting skills second. Then you work on defensive skills. So a block, to a move, how do I defend? Then you start sparring. Sparring's your defensive sparring. So you move around, you block something, you move around, you make somebody. You work on counter defensive counter. Then you work on what's called control sparring. What the problem is today in martial arts is they go from showing your technique right into sparring. That's why we have so many mistakes, you follow me? We need to back up and reinvest in some of the traditional stuff that Wallace and I went through. You look at the MMA guys today, they're missing the punches. Why? They're out of range. They don't have the timing. See, they're going after stationary targets. See, there's no mobility. Follow me? Like if you move, see, you want the head moving, see, this way, that way. You defend your head by moving your head. You defend your body by moving your body. You defend your legs by moving your legs. You don't use your hands to block everything. So there's a big overhaul that martial arts needs to go through now. Does that make sense? Come to my seminars, I'll give you a nice little wake-up call. And all we're doing is we're going back to the stuff we learned in Okinawa years ago. Somebody missed the boat somewhere. I sound kind of critical, don't I? The first national champion before I met Bruce, I met him at Black Belt Magazine 67. He wanted to teach me. I wasn't interested because I thought his stuff was kung fu. Then he got my stone.